Welcome back. Under the lights, racing for the Camping World Truck Series. It's the Kentucky 225. This is the 20th race of the 2011 season. For 25 races, Todd Bodine making his way back onto pit road. We've seen him on pit road quite a few times.
Yeah, Todd's made a number of pit stops. I'm sure they're working on that truck. Mike Hillman Jr. is not afraid to make some pretty significant changes on a pit stop. They'll move the rear end around. They'll adjust shocks, adjust camber.
Heck, they changed the aero of it at Chicago, changing around some of the aero pieces that NASCAR allows you to work with. So like you said, we'll try anything. If the truck's not right, we got to fix it, especially early in the going. Ray, what have they addressed down there?
Well, they changed the right front shock adjustment, and they pulled a spring rubber, and they also did a wedge adjustment. So Todd not very happy with this Valvoline Toyota. He said it just does not come off the corner at all. So lots of adjustments so far for Team 5.
Todd Bodine running in the 26th spot as the field makes its way back toward the stripe, and the green flag goes back in the air. Timothy Peters, Cole Witt 1 and 2 as they cross the stripe. Peters on the outside, Cole Witt on the inside.
How about Justin Lofton? There's going to try to go through the middle for a minute, and then the hole closed up.
Timothy Peters trying to go down to the bottom of the racetrack to get the advantage over Cole Witt, but that fuel doctor number 60 is moving out to the front as they go down the backstretch. Here comes Peters, and now Ron Hornaday, an aggressive move to the bottom of the racetrack.
Wisely backed off there a little bit. He wasn't sure what Cole Witt was going to do when he got down to the corner.
And Cole Witt wasn't sure what Ron was going to do. There was a lot of second guessing going on there.
The entire lap, 1.5 miles. Those two stayed side by side. Cole Witt got the nod as they cross the stripe. But how about Hornaday making the move on the inside? Takes a position away from Witt. Now they're side by side with Timothy Peters. Peters out in front of the field now.
And they're 3 wide behind them with Austin Dillon looking down to the bottom of the racetrack.
Austin looks underneath the Ford truck of Ricky Carmichael trying to get that spot. Here goes Piquet to the outside of Ricky Carmichael.
We talked about how he likes to go high. He wasn't shy about going there then, was he?
It's Timothy Peters, Ron Hornaday, Cole Witt, Justin Lofton, Miguel Paluto, Austin Dillon, Nelson Piquet Jr., James Buescher, Ricky Carmichael, and Parker Kligerman, your top 10.
Yeah, Kligerman's already got by the 4 of Ricky Carmichael. Now he's going after the 8 of Nelson Piquet. Already dispatched to Buescher in the 31.
Side by side, Miguel Paluto down to the bottom of the racetrack going by Justin Lofton.
Justin got a little bit loose there, had to get out of the throttle. That allowed Paluto to get by. Now Austin Dillon's going to try to get by them both.
3 wide as they cross the stripe. Here comes Justin Lofton once again.
Lofton's aggressive, man. That was a strong. He tried to go between the leaders when they took the restart, and that time he went down the middle of Dillon and Paluto.
Third of the race in the books as we get to lap 50 of this 150 lap race.
So important for Austin Dillon, Michael. You mentioned before. Oh, there it goes.
Around goes Miguel Paluto, catches the 29 of Parker Kligerman, both of them into the wall.
Paluto got a little bit loose on the inside of another. Oh, Max Pappas.
Pappas trying to go between the 29 and the 7. Contact is made. We see Todd Bodine trying to avoid that 9 of Pappas.
Sorry, guys, got loose up there.
Man, hearing me, that's Paluto right there. Says, sorry, guys, I got loose down there. Really took out that 29 truck of Parker Kligerman. Horrible break for Parker. And then Max came along with a racetrack blocked and made contact with Parker.
Parker's going to climb out of that 29 truck. Not only did he get caught up against the wall, but Max Pappas made contact once again. Even after the caution came out, he was trying to duck in between the 2 trucks.
Big old wide racetrack. You'd like to think that guys can figure it out, but sometimes you're running, 150, 60 miles an hour in a turn and try to go in another direction. It just doesn't happen that easily, Phil.
Yeah, and you're already doing all you can do. You're wide open. You're 10 tenths at that moment, and it's so hard to change directions.
See the damage to the right side of that truck.
I believe it's
the right rear tires down as well.
Bud. Go on the garage here.
Yeah, it's pulled the rear end housing back on that 9 truck. I believe they're going to have to go to the garage. Here it is right here. Miguel Paluto on the inside of Justin Lofton.
Watch him start wobbling as soon as he enters the corner, Phil, and he just tries to stay off Lofton, and unfortunately for Kligerman, he wasn't able to keep control of his truck.
Yeah, nice save by Justin Lofton. Keep watching this now. Max Pappas is going to come along here. He was trying to go between him, and Parker was coming down the racetrack a little bit. Looked like he had a lot of speed there.
Yeah, but he wasn't going a lot faster than all the trucks around him. Like we said, you dive down in the corner, you were wide open committing to the corner, and it's just hard to get woed down that quickly. And Max wasn't going any faster than the rest of the guys, but he just didn't have anywhere to go.
Miguel Paluto, Justin Lofton, they're battling for the 7th spot when that happened.
Yeah, tough break. We've seen it so many times. We saw it early with Josh Richards. Miguel on the bottom, another truck. Lost the back end when he got down to the corner. Had to chase it up the hill. Made contact with Parker. Here goes Max. It looked like if Parker's truck would have stayed up there, Max would have had room. But unfortunately, didn't happen.
You could see just behind Max, there's Joey Coulter doing an amazing job of getting that truck whipped to the high side. And then Tom O'Dine, he almost hits Max Pappas, and they were basically stopped at that point.
It looked like Joey, as you see the contact right there between Paluto and Kligerman. It looks like Joey Coulter and Max were running the exact same speed, but unfortunately for Max, he got there first.
Watch the job Joey does.
And Todd to avoid Max.
Crafton's ride, he has a little bit of a crazy ride down here on the apron.
You heard Matt Crafton grab third gear down there, downshifted as he was trying to get by those trucks.
And Matt Crafton's thinking, there's a few more spots that I'm going to get. This race didn't start out well for Matt at all, but you know, these race car drivers, it's all about them. And at that moment, Matt's thinking, okay, there's a couple more spots.
Disappointing for Parker Kligerman. He's had some great finishes in the Truck Series this year. As a matter of fact, his career best finish came right here at this racetrack last time we were here in July, where he finished second.
Yeah, he had a couple second place finishes back to back earlier this year, but looked like he had a great truck. He overcame the flat tire he had early on, got back on the lead lap, and was racing up in the top 10, but it's going to be a short night for him.
Yeah, Miguel Paluto out of his truck. They're continuing to work on that behind the wall. The 66.
Ross Chastain, that's Mellon 1.
Mellon 1.
Mellon 1.
It's going to be right side of your screen on the bottom of the racetrack right there underneath Max. You see him get loose.
Look at this hole it looks like he's headed for.
Ty Dillon recognizes that, backs off. You see the difference between Johnny Sauter in the 13 truck and Ty in the 21. Ty saw that. Watch Johnny now. Johnny sees him get loose. He's just going to turn left and match the gas down.
That's the same thing that just happened to Miguel Paluto, but he didn't have a truck beside him, so he had some room to wander up. Those guys did a really good job of recognizing that the youngster was in trouble, gave him a lot of room, no crash.
Ross Chastain, his first ever start in the Camping World Truck Series. He finished 10th at Lucas Oil Raceway earlier this year. Again, the caution comes out here in Kentucky. Stay with us. Still under caution, Ty Dillon running in the 14th spot of this race, his first ever start in the Camping World Truck Series. And leading up to this, we want to find out a little bit about how brothers prepare for getting ready to race against each other on the racetrack. We followed him.
I'm really excited. I've been looking for this moment for a long time. I feel like we've been planning it all year. To make my first start this weekend is it's gonna be a special moment for us. Me and my brother are gonna get to race against each other again, and just looking forward to having a lot of fun.
All right, I'm ready to go.
We're best friends, so we get to hang out on the weekends, and when we're not at the track, we're hanging out most of the time. And I think racing has brought us closer together as brothers. I think me and Austin have a really awesome relationship. We're best friends and brothers. You know, when you have somebody that's that close to you doing the same thing that you love, it's you both want to go out there and beat each other. It's a brotherly thing, but you also want to see each other do well. We're very competitive. It doesn't matter what kind of sport it is, baseball, basketball, anything. Video games, we're very competitive. We'll race in anything. If it's racing a foot race to the car, if it's first one to make Easy Mac or something, I don't know, it can be anything with us. We're so competitive. Oh. Yep. Up, injury on the field, flag, legal use in the hands. That's how we play here. Can't beat them, poke them in the eye. First person to 3 completions wins. Go. That's cool. Put it in his hands and he drops it. Fumbles. You see that? I got a bad eye and he just misses it. It's worthless. Stick to racing. I think we all push each other so hard because we know what we're capable of doing. It's good for a competitive spirit, I guess. We always try and have a competition to see who gets more wins in a year and does better. We just want to see each other do well, and we try and push each other as much as we can. He's got more than I do right now in the ARCA series, so he's been rubbing it in all season. But, you know, it's fun competition. It makes us push each other.
So who's the better driver?
Me.
Who's the better driver?
Me, of course. I pretty much take credit for all of it. I've taught him almost too much because he's gotten good. No, I'm just messing. I don't know. He's taught himself a lot. He don't need much help. If you let him see the track for one time, maybe show him the line, that's about it, and he gets on it quick. He's a really fast learner.
He's helped a lot, and some of the help that he's given me, he hasn't even said anything. You know, just being able to watch my brother go through and do the things that he's done so far, it's knocked a lot of time off my learning curve, I believe. So I'll definitely be using him a lot this weekend.
I feel like I figured out kind of the line there. I just need to get a little more comfortable being full throttle like that. Need to talk to Austin, see what he's doing.
I'm feeling a lot better than we did in the first practice. I had a lot to learn. We didn't really even have to change much on the truck. Just had to make a lot of driver adjustments, get used to these trucks. Had to use my brother and enjoy a lot today. And it paid off really well. And the second practice we were really fast, and I still think we have some more speed to show.
When you get into it, you got to learn how do these things drive, and he had a big learning curve as the day went on. In the second practice, he was there, so he learned a lot. He's feeling good about it. I feel like he's still got a lot to learn, and he's doing a good job.
That's one of the main things. I just had to work on my confidence and get as familiar as I could with these trucks, but I'm having a lot of fun.
Getting a race against him is it's going to be fun. I don't know what it's like that much because we're running dirt races with him, and we've had great races so far.
It's special both in the NASCAR race together. We haven't done that yet, so it's going to be really cool to be out there with Austin. It's going to be a really special moment for my family.
Brothers on the racetrack. Well, that's nothing new for this booth. I got a couple of guys. You guys, both the brothers on the racetrack.
You know, but I just love Austin's heart. Did you hear him during practice? He said, "That's what I did. It helped me." Somebody tell Ty that. That's so cool that he's competing. He's racing for a championship, but you can tell how much he loves his little brother.
How about proud grandfather Richard Childress there watching on top of one of the haulers?
That's Will Lind he's speaking with.